to find the first partial derivative of the function with respect to x and the first partial derivative with respect to y. The first one, the partial with respect to x or the f subscript x is the partial derivative of the 5y to the third e to the negative 2x. And this one is about the x here involving with the e. Then we're going to treat 5 and y to the third as a constant. Does it make sense? So whatever that we see as a constant, we don't touch it, right? It's going to be as a coefficient, as a coefficient. So let me write it this way. This is a coefficient. The coefficient remain the same. Is from the constant multiple property or the constant multiple derivative rule. So 5y to the third stay where it is. And we're going to work on the partial derivative of e to the negative 2x. Okay. And this portion, we're going to apply the chain rule. If you recall, the derivative with respect to x of e to the power kx equals e to the power kx times k. So we identify the power, the number k or the coefficient of the x, and then we're going to use it as the coefficient of the derivative. So for this case, k is -2. Therefore, the derivative part going to be e to the negative 2x multiplied by -2. And then rewrite it, simplify it into the nicer form. So the first partial derivative with respect to x equals 5 times -2, that is -10, times y to the third times e to the negative 2x. Okay, so that is the first part of the problem. So we got this one done. And then the next one, we're gonna do the first partial derivative with respect to y, or the f subscript y, which means we do the partial derivative with respect to y of 5y to the third e to the negative 2x. We focus on the variable y. Y is right here, this portion. Therefore, we're going to treat 5 and the e to the power x term as the constant term or as a coefficient. Okay, that means if you rewrite it in the nicer order, it's gonna be, we're gonna treat 5 and e to the negative 2x as a coefficient, and we just work on the partial derivative of the y to the third. Okay, and the derivative, you see the y and the y to the third, that just give you, by using the power rule of the derivative, to get 3y to the second. Okay, and next we just simplify into the nicer form. The partial derivative with respect to y equals 5 times 3, that's 15, and e to the negative 2x multiplied by y to the second as the answer.